How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the homestead. We're starting out this job site walkthrough here, not because the homestead is my job site, but because the neighboring property to my homestead is my job site. And I wanted to give you guys an idea of what a relatively young and healthy forest should look like. You can see that there's adequate thinning. There's not very much competition for sunlight or space. Obviously, I mentioned the thinning already. Resources aren't going to be sparse because they're thinned out, but it's not overly thinned. It doesn't look like it's a glorified dog park or something, you know. There is trees, it's still a forest, but at the end of the day, for wildfire and for the health of the trees, it's pretty nice. I'm not going to say it's the best, but it's pretty nice. Now, in comparison, let's go over to my neighbor's property. Yep, bit of a difference if I do say so myself. Now, to lay it out for you guys, once again, this property and my property were parceled at the exact same time, and they were left to grow more or less naturally at the same time, give or take 40 years ago. Now understand, these trees are not 40 years old. You could look at them and see they're not 40 years old. It took quite a while before this area, as well as my property, was seeded. However, that just kind of gives you an idea. My property and this property should be even when it comes to the trees, the health of the trees, size of the trees, etc., etc. However, mine has been managed for the past 5 years, as well as slight management before me, obviously. This one, on the other hand, totally natural. It did have a well put in back before any of these trees popped up, but since the trees came up, hasn't been touched. As we're walking through here, there's two things you want to look out for. The pink ribbons, which are going to signify more or less where the driveway is going to go. All of this is theoretical right now. You can see another pink ribbon back there, but I'm going to sneak around these trees here. So pink ribbon, driveway is going to keep on going. Another pink ribbon right there. So that's a pink ribbon there, and then another one back there. So I don't know if they want me to take out all these trees here or, you know, just make a small path. For now, though, I'm just going to make a small path, because the other thing that you should be looking out for is trees with orange ribbons on them. Orange ribbon trees are going to be the ones that we're taking out for sure. So keep an eye out. We're getting close to where the well is, the home site, and that's where the majority of those orange ribbons are. And we're coming up on the home site now. You can see it's really thick in here. It's just thick. It's covered with trees. So we come through to where the well is. See a few orange flags there, a couple more back there. Here's the well. So there's that. Now if we continue, the next thing we're going to be looking for is the power pole, because we need to run power out to this pump, because apparently they've, you know, hooked up the box and whatnot. They didn't bring power out here, so gonna have to cut a road for the electrical guys to get from the power pole over to here, because there is an easement for the power pole after all, or power line, I should say. You can see all the flagged trees, but again, this is just going to be a road. So from, you can see the power pole right there. We'll walk to it here in a second, but all these trees here, this is going to be the road, more or less. All those flagged ones, you have to take this guy out too. And if we keep going over to the power pole, it's about 75 yards maybe. We come back here. There's the pole. And obviously, here's the property line. Another orange flag tree right there. And that pretty much covers the front half of the property. Now that said, there's a big old mess at the back half that we're gonna go cover now. So this all here, as you can see, is mainly just a bunch of standing dead. At best, it's some really bad lodge poles that are gonna be dead here pretty quick, with just a mess. Widowmakers and just a mess. That's all I can say. So, step one, after we get the driveway, road to the power pole done, step, I guess, 3 technically, it's gonna be getting a road coming through here for my ATV. And then get working on this. Now, I want to show some stuff off here. I'm not too worried about this because I was here during the winter, and if all this was steady under the snow load, I'm not too concerned about it right now. You can, I mean, it's gnarly. It's pretty Western, I'll say. So, yeah, it's nasty, it's gnarly. Some fun stuff to take care of, I'll say that. Few interesting ones, like, see the top's busted there. It's leaning up there. We got another couple branches there. So, yeah. Let me go show it from the backside too, because that's just as crazy. So this is about the midpoint, give or take. And you can see a big tree blowing down here. Some massive windstorm or something had to have come and just knocked all these trees over at one time. Cool thing here, little den for something. Rabbit, coyote, who knows? We got a lot of coyotes running around right now. And then again, just a crazy amount of standing dead. I eyeballing it, it's gonna be quite a few cords coming out of here of some dry firewood, so that's gonna be good as well. So here we are from the back, and I hate to just keep saying it's a mess, but what else do you want me to call it, man? It's just it's a monstrosity back here. A lot of work, a lot of firewood, and a little paycheck at the end of the day too, which doesn't hurt, of course. Found a few blackberries, which is always a nice little bonus. That's all I got for you in this walkthrough, you guys. It was a little bit short, but hopefully you still enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Comment down below if you have any comments or questions, and share the video with someone you think also might enjoy it. In the near future, we're going to be coming through here and doing exactly as I described. Cutting the driveway, cutting the road, cutting a path for my ATV, and then cutting that mess back there. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. With that, thank you for watching. Think for yourself, shoot straight, and I will see you next time. Oh, they're good.